four news stories for you. Firstly, we have a new story from Tigray where IDPs are facing another problem. Scabies outbreak is being reported at several IDP camps. Scabies cases have increased 8 times. Eightfold increase is being reported in the number of scabies cases. Secondly, viewers, North Shore Zone Fano has released a statement. It is demanding some actions from Oromia and Amhara regional governments. The statement has been issued after an incident which happened, I think, 48 hours ago, in which dozens of persons were killed. Oromia regional government says that its militia members, federal police members were killed. Fano and Amhara regional government, they have another account of the incident. Fano wants some actions regarding the incident which happened. Thirdly, viewers, we know that a few hours ago, Ethiopia tried to block funding for a UN inquiry commission due to inquire into human rights abuses committed in Tigray, Amhara and Afar. The funding could not be blocked. What is Ethiopian position now? Will Ethiopia give access to this commission? We have a statement of an Ethiopian diplomat about giving access or otherwise to this commission. And lastly, I did not update you about Russia-Ukraine conflict in the past few days. We have some new developments for you. It seems that Russian forces are now retreating from areas close to Ukrainian capital. Russians were trying to lay siege to Kiev, Ukrainian capital, but now Russians are retreating from Kiev and from other areas as well. And Ukrainians, they are gaining momentum. Today they conducted an attack in proper Russia. An oil storage facility was targeted by Ukrainian helicopter. Let's start from Tigray. We know that aid trucks are starting to enter Tigray. First convoy crossed Rabati a few hours ago, so it could enter Mekelle in coming hours. But apart from food aid, people in Tigray, IDPs in Tigray are facing other problems too. UNOCHA in a report has said that scabies outbreak is being reported at the IDP camps in Tigray. And there has been seen 8-time increase in the number of scabies cases. At the start of this year in Tigray, there were around 380 scabies cases reported, and now this number stands at around 3,100. So, eightfold increase in the number of scabies cases. And we know that scabies, if you want to get rid of it, you need medication, you need some cleanliness as well. Tigray IDP camps are overcrowded. Obviously, at these camps, there can't be effective cleanliness arrangements too. Then people from different parts of Tigray are arriving at these camps. That is why scabies outbreak is being reported at Mekelle, Adwa, Shire camps and others. So far, health authorities, health partners, they have managed to reach only these places, Mekelle, Adwa, Shire, where there is outbreak of scabies. What about other IDP camps in small areas? A situation would be more alarming in those areas. So you need aid, you need medicine, you need communication, you need cash, you need communication, you need internet, electricity. So much is needed in Tigray. These basic things should be provided to the people of Tigray. Then talks can start and lasting solution can be found. Focus should also be ensured on the people in Amhara and Afar regions. There is shortage of money. Amhara regional government, Afar regional government, they cannot provide aid, provide housing facilities to the people displaced or who are back. Donor agencies, Ethiopian federal government, they will have to do something for the people affected by this war. Otherwise, people will keep on suffering. Ethiopian government is, it is facing shortage of money. It is in need of financial assistance. So far, it has not received any bailout package from any international institution or any friendly country. There is crisis, economic crisis. And people in Tigray, Amhara, Afar are suffering. All should be given equal treatment by aid agencies and by federal government. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story from Oromia-Amhara border. In two previous videos, I reported about an incident, two incidents reportedly what happened in Menjer-Shankora Woreda of North Shore Zone, Amhara region. And the other incident happened in Fentale Woreda of East Shiva Zone of Oromia region. Both Oromia Amhara officials are accusing each other. Oromia regional government says that Oromia regional government officials and local officials, they say that Amhara Fano militia members, they entered Fentale Woreda, they ambushed a convoy of a government-backed militia in which 25 officials, including 2 federal police officials, were killed, and a top commander, Abdisa Ifa, was also killed. On the other hand, we have heard a statement from Amhara local government official who says that in Menjer-Shankora, Oromia forces, Oromia militias entered the open fire on civilians, and Fano militia members, they acted in self-defense. Whatever happened, but we know that dozens of security officials have been killed, and most of the killed, almost all the killed, they are from Oromia security forces. Some civilians have been killed reportedly in Menjer-Shankora. Now, Fano, which is involved in this incident, whether in defending Menjer-Shankora or entering Fentale Woreda, it has released a statement. Fano is demanding 4 actions. Firstly, it says that Oromia regional government must apologize, that it issued a wrong statement. Fano did not enter Fentale. Rather, it defended Menjer-Shankora, where Oromia forces entered. Secondly, it wants action against perpetrators involved in attack on Menjer-Shankora. Thirdly, it is calling upon Oromia regional government to put an end to attacks on the people of Amhara region. And lastly, it is calling upon Amhara community to organize that systematic attacks are underway against Amharas. Oromia-Amhara alliance seems to be in serious jeopardy. The alliance mainly came into existence when TPLF was in power. Other allies were also with TPLF, but Tigray was the main force. TPLF was the main political force. In 2015, 2016, this alliance came into existence. The alliance was mainly against TPLF government. TPLF government had to quit. Prime Minister Haile Selassie had to quit. And then Oromo Prime Minister PM Abiy came. Amharas were also in power, in alliance with Oromos. But gradually, Oromo politicians, they have strengthened their hold on the government. Now, Amhara politicians, they feel that the political space, political significance of Amharas is on decline. That is why there are now serious rifts in this alliance, which was called Oromara, Oromia-Amhara alliance, Oromara. Oromara is in danger. This incident, which happened on Oromia-Amhara border in Fintale or in Menjershankora, it has dealt a serious blow to Oromara. Oromara is in danger. Amharas now feel that Oromos are trying to be in charge in Ethiopia. Thirdly, viewers, we know that Ethiopian government tried to stop funding for UN's commission, inquiry commission, which has been mandated to inquire into human rights abuses committed during the conflict in Ethiopia. Voting was held, but government could not stop this commission. Now, what is government's position, Ethiopian government's position? Will it allow this commission to work in Ethiopia, to travel to Ethiopia? We have a statement of an Ethiopian diplomat. His name is Lemlem Fiseha Minale. He has spoken. He says that Ethiopian government does not recognize this mechanism. The commission will not be given any access. So we have now, government rejected this commission in December when it was formed. So rejection is not something new. Now government is clearly taking a position, Ethiopian government, that the commission will have no access to Ethiopia. While US, EU countries, they are putting pressure upon Ethiopian government that it must give access to this commission so that the commission members can start their investigations into human rights abuses committed in Tigray, Amhara, Afar. Ethiopian government will have to counter this pressure too. And if it does not allow the commission to enter Ethiopia, what will the commission do? Will it work remotely? Will it work or not? That remains to be seen. So far, government says it will not give access to the commission. Last, viewers, Russia-Ukraine conflict, we could not cover it in the past few days. Now we have some updates for you. Major update is that Russian forces are retreating. They were trying to lay siege to Ukrainian capital Kiev. Kiev was about to fall, it seemed, a few days ago, a few weeks ago rather. I think today is the 37th day of Russian attack on Ukraine. Russians tried to lay siege to Kiev. They conducted an airborne operation on Hostomel airport close to Kiev. Purpose was to lay siege to Kiev. And they've been trying to lay siege to Kiev for weeks. Now reportedly Russian forces are withdrawing from capital Kiev. Ukraine has saved its capital. Kiev is not in danger now. Russians are withdrawing from other places close to Belarus-Russia border too. From some areas in Chernihiv and Chernobyl, Russians are withdrawing back into Belarus. So from northern Ukraine, Russians are withdrawing. Are they withdrawing or are they regrouping? Because Russian Defense Ministry in a statement said that Russian forces were regrouping. Is there a likelihood of another attack on Kiev? It seems that Russians are withdrawing. They tried to take control of Kiev, but they could not. During the withdrawal, they are suffering losses, and some of their troops, some of their contingents might be trapped in some pockets, which could be, who could be taken prisoner, who could be, who could come under attacks from Ukrainian forces. But they are withdrawing from the areas to the west and to the north of Kiev towards Belarus. But they are not withdrawing from eastern Ukraine, from Mariupol, Kherson, Volnovakha, and areas close to Luhansk and Donetsk. They are still there. They're trying to consolidate their control of eastern Ukraine, Donbass region. Ukrainians are now gaining momentum. Ukrainian forces. And today we saw an attack on an oil storage facility in proper Russia. It's in Belgorod region of Russia, close to Kharkiv of Ukraine. Two Ukrainian helicopters carried out missile attack on this oil storage facility which caught fire. Ukraine has not denied or confirmed this attack so far. You see that Ukrainian forces, they have managed to defend some of their territories, though Russians are still in control of several key places in eastern Ukraine. What is Russia's next strategy? It seems that Russia will focus on Donbass. It wanted to change the government. Regime change was definitely one of the objectives of Russian government. This first objective has failed, but Russia has succeeded in destroying military infrastructure of Ukrainian army. Ukrainian defense industry has been ravaged. Infrastructure in Kiev, in Mariupol, in other places, it has been totally destroyed. Ukraine will need years of work and billions of dollars to reconstruct. It will take years. But overall, Russian strategy of regime change has failed, and Russia will focus more on eastern Ukraine, on Donbass region. We'll update you about major developments in this conflict so far. It is being said that Russia was being overestimated by analysts, that Russia would just sweep across Ukraine. It did not happen.